I haven't been able to get the car over 203 degrees ever.
Really?
On the hottest of summer day. Multiple runs back to back, 195 to 200. Music's like, I haven't done it in a while, but I got this band that's offered me a spot, and it's badass. So let's do it. We did it, and then I just like learned a lot about myself and did a lot of self-reflecting in the bunk of the tour bus for 8 years. And I was like, I'm gonna bring this fucking car back out. Here we are. Bought a house in Tennessee, and I was like, shit, no music here. I hate the union. I'm not gonna jump in the union in Nashville to run sound to play drums in some cover band. So I'm like, I'm gonna play my drums for me for fun, and then drifting's pretty badass. And like, I literally brought my car to 2 events. And just being me, quiet, but still like willing to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I wasn't going out of my way like, hey, Nate, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, how are you? You know? Like people approached me and I just had casual conversation and there's an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, people have helped me out.
So it was for me too.
Yeah, dude. It's just like
I'm very introverted when it comes down to it, but
open arms.
Yeah. Drifting is really like that. That's what made me want to do it because my car was supposed to be a drag car. And then I found drifting and I was like, dude, these people are fucking so chill.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah,
it is. It's crazy.
Pumps a whole different type of adrenaline through you.
And, you know, like, fuck it. Like, my wife and I both think like everything here is so much better for us. Like we've finally hit that chapter of our life where we're just both fucking happy with and content with everything that's going on.
fuck yeah.
You know, like I'm paying a fucking mortgage. We got our own house, rebuild the car in a month instead of like 8 months over Minnesota winter. You know, like, fuck that.
All right. Sketchiest fix.
On my car?
It doesn't matter.
Man.
Last guy had a 2x4, so he got some big shoes to fill.
Was that Jesse Strawn's front bumper?
Yeah.
Or bash bar?
Honestly, dude, I love that guy, but like, I
wasn't even a 2x4 too.
Oh, yeah, it was a 1x6 or something.
1x3
or whatever, you know?
It was pallet wood.
Man, I don't know. Sketchiest fix.
Like welded with your hand over your eyes. Done that.
No, I used like mechanics wire to tie the bed of my truck down. Because the box, I ripped like 6 of the 8 box bolts out, going off roading with it.
Oh my god!
And if you've seen my truck, it's like a big lifted dually.
Oh, dude, it's fucking huge.
Now,
it's huge. It looks like a Mad Max truck.
Yeah,
send me a picture of it and I can throw it in there.
Yeah, and you know, now it's just a toy hauler, right? Because it's not as clean and pretty looking as it used to be. But yeah, I straight had to do that to hold the box down kind of tight. And I just, put the wire through and then twist until it either snapped or fucking got good enough for me to like not shake it. You know?
I love that question.
But
that question always gets the best stories.
Yeah.
That's probably like the worst thing I've done because if that wire fails and the other 2 bolts fail on the like interstate, thankfully Tennessee's roads aren't complete shit. But like if I had drove it down here and hit that bump coming on the bypass, it fucking sent it into the dude's windshield behind me.
Paper flying.
Funny.
I was driving MDU and we were in like Topeka, Kansas or somewhere, or Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't know. It was one of them. Whatever track had like a fucking bean field if you went off the track. What? Yeah, you went into a bean field, like a farm. And it was actually like a real track though.
That's the most Kansas thing I've ever heard.
I think Kansas? I think Topeka was like the big open parking lot. And that was a successful event for me because I got to knock out Hoonigan Dan, which was awesome back in the day. But Lincoln, Nebraska, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Nebraska, cornfields, bean fields.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Flat as fuck.
I believe it for Nebraska too.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I don't remember who I was with, if I was leading or if I was followed, but I had an old Momo wheel in the car. And everyone says they're eBay trash, blah, 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 but they're not. It's a good company.
I used to have
I flaked in and everything was fine. And I went to transition and my wheel was in my fucking hand, but my car didn't transition. The wheel came off the hub.
Oh, shit.
So my hub failed. And I'm not going to point out Energy's failure here. But
I have an energy
I tried to stab that wheel back on and save the car. And I just went off into the bean field. And they said, oh, man, if you can't get that fixed, you can't drive anymore today. So like my crew of dudes, my friends and I, we're all looking for pebbles and shit to shove in there where the ball bearings are missing. We put ball bearings in there. Yeah, we electrical taped them into it. I had to get in the car, tipping the wheel up and down for that whole rest of the event. And I was never able to get that wheel off that hub again.
Oh, that's awesome though.
You may have topped Jesse on that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
The end of the season, I don't know if it was like a sympathy thing or a humorous thing, but at the MDU banquet, Swan gave me the, most improved driver, which got a brand new Grip Royal wheel. So I was just like,
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so your coolant system's pretty wild, right? I haven't seen a lot of cars that run that aren't like FD cars. You want to run everybody through that?
oh man. Well, I like to overbuild shit because I don't like to fix it later. So, in a nutshell, upon going LS, Todd at Field Racing, he was a GM engineer in tech for a long time. So I was like, what's the secret sauce to keeping these things cool? Because the KA would get to like 260 after, 2-3 pulls. And that would make you forfeit it one more time sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be in that situation ever again. He's like, I have the perfect recipe. Field Racing makes a 4-corner steam port kit, which sits on the passenger side head, and your heater lines run in and out of it. And all of your 4 corners go into the top of this tank. And it's the highest point, so it allows it to bleed off the air out of the steam pockets.
Okay.
And then it's like honeycombed on the inside, and the heater ports actually run it back to the return to your radiator. And the water pump I use is an Edelbrock 8896 pump, which is like a removable center cartridge with no cavitation issues.
Right.
It flows more than a Missouri 55 electric pump with just belt-driven power, mechanical. So keeping it simple and like not over antiquating the situation was ideal for me. It goes back to a swirl pot, which is the second highest point. That has 18-pound cap on it, and the front has a 20. So if it's going to blow the cap, it's going to blow on the back before it blows up front. So don't make you crash.
Right.
And then it goes into this big custom core radiator, which has got a line that goes
Dude,
on
it's
the top
like
corner up to the...
it's like this big.
Oh my God.
There's a top corner bleed off line that goes to the swirl pot that also bleeds off, and then the swirl pot bleeds off to a catch can. And so does the expansion tank up front, because per the rule book, you have to have an expansion tank for fluids to fall into if it overheats or whatever. I haven't been able to get the car over 203 degrees ever.
Really?
On the hottest summer day in Clarksville, multiple runs back to back, 195 to 200.
Damn, that's wild.
At Mid Pond, it was idling for like 20 minutes at 180. First pass brought it down to 172 degrees.
So it gets colder?
Just on the first run, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
not a bad
and it's
problem
only
to
a
have.
180 degree thermostat in there too. So it's working. The system's working. Fan 1 kicks on. Fan 2's probably only been used like 30% of the time.
Yeah, that's sick. I wanted everyone to hear that, because if you ever want to know what the secret is, that's the fucking secret.
Yeah.
DM me, I'll help
a
you
cheat
out.
code.
Yeah. Hit him up.